Relationships. Now, I know I have this thing about, don't accept any advice from another woman, because we only know what we're going to do. But there are some things that we do that are pretty silly sometimes, and sometimes we just need a good girlfriend to bring it to the light, to let you know how absolutely ridiculous your behavior has been. So I'm here with the author of Stuck on Stupid. T. Murray, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me on today. It's a pleasure.
Now, what made you write this series of books?
Well, Stuck on Stupid is an idea that I've had for quite some time. I feel like you mentioned, women often make mistakes in relationships, and we stay in those situations even when we know they're not the most healthy of situations to stay in. Right. So I wanted to take a humorous yet blunt look at the situations that we stay stuck in. Right. I know Stuck on Stupid seems harsh, but if you want to look at the acronym SOS, it's a universal distress call. So I wanted something that would grab attention and get ladies to take a look at their situations.
And I mean, it's funny that you say it's a distress call because, your girlfriends will tell you the crazy things that they're going through while still maintaining that same relationship. And you're going from the outside looking in going, you don't see that as being insane. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need a good girlfriend to say, look, this is not good behavior. Tell me a little bit about what women say about Stuck on Stupid.
Well, women find it easy to read and to accept. Okay. And it's one of those things where being stuck on stupid is not unusual. It's nothing bad about being stuck on stupid. Right. You just don't want to stay stuck. Right. And so by taking a look at the characters in the book, you're going to see some of your friends in the book, but eventually you'll turn the page and see yourself.
Absolutely. So are you helping us to get unstuck? Like by the end of the book, are we like, oh, okay, she's absolutely right. I've been there, I've done that, I'm still doing it. It's time for me to get unstuck.
The first step is recognition. Okay. And I think by all the characters in the book, by the end, you've said, okay, I've seen myself in the past, and I see my current situation. And you say, okay, what am I going to do to get out of that situation? Right. So I give some steps in the book about removing yourself or getting unstuck. Okay. The situations get worse and worse through the book, and I liken it to different adhesives. Okay. So I'll talk about Velcro situations. Those are the ones that you can get out of in a snap. Then you talk about, it goes all the way to super glue situations. And those are the ones that might take a little bit of work, a little bit of help from friends, or maybe even outside help from a counselor. We talk about some really serious issues in the book as well.
Good, excellent. Because again, there's so many different avenues that can be taken that sometimes we don't consider for ourselves. We might hear it, on Oprah, and we think, oh yeah, that's probably a good idea for her. But you make it in such a way that you can kind of turn it on in yourself and kind of look and see, okay, I've been there, or I am there.
Exactly. Okay. It's so easy to point the finger at someone else, but through humor, I think if you can laugh at yourself and look at your situations and see the humor in it, or even see the humor in someone else's situation, you can easily remove yourself from it. Okay.
So first of all, let's back up a little bit. Where can we find it? Is there a website or anything?
There is a website, www.stuckonstupidbooks.com. This is just the first in a series of Get Unstuck self-help books that I'm going to write.
Okay. So as you were writing this, how long did it take? Like, how long did it really take you to go from idea to completion?
A little bit less than a year. I had to, some of these situations, unfortunately, I've been in myself, but I also did some focus groups with women and talked about different situations that they've been in. I wanted to capture as many different characters and scenarios as possible for the book.
Awesome. Well, that's important to know that they came from real women, and some people have really been through these things. About how many women did you poll or discuss here?
Well, having gone to Spelman College, you can probably say in the hundreds. I also used to write for Match.com, and I used to do profiles. So I would get calls from some of their subscribers, women and men alike, and just took some of their stories, of course anonymously, and incorporated them into the book.
That is fantastic. T. Murray, thank you so much. Again, the name of the book is Stuck on Stupid. Ladies, if you're stuck on stupid, there is a way to get out. If it's a super glue situation right now, eventually it could be a Velcro one. Don't give up hope. Maybe you just need to go to the website and check it out and see how you can get unstuck. Thanks for tuning in to this segment of Focus Atlanta. Stay tuned for more here on CW Atlanta.